But Zach Stone exists in this universe of Bo Burnham would hate this guy. If you're anything like me, you love Bo Burnham. You probably worship the ground that Bo walks on. Everything he does is absolutely perfect. It's poignant. He's always got something unique to say. But there is one creation of his that I had never seen or been able to find until about last week. At the start of the new year, Netflix posted all of Bo Burnham's TV show from 2013 called Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous. The show came out on MTV, which is interesting to me because I don't really associate that channel with high quality programming, the likes of Zach Stone, but they got something right. Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous exists in a very interesting point in Bo Burnham's career. When this show came out, he had done a couple comedy specials, but he had never done anything like this. He was the main actor on a show about him. And it's fantastic. Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous, I think, is one of the defining moments in Bo Burnham's career because, according to him, he doesn't really have any interest in being the subject of things anymore. He mentioned that when he made the film 8th Grade. He didn't want it to follow his experience in school. He wanted it to just follow an experience because he wanted to be removed from being the protagonist or having everything about him. But that's where Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous is such an interesting creation. The character of Zach both has a lot of stuff in common with Bo Burnham and has almost nothing in common with Bo Burnham. Most notably, Zach Stone is the type of person that Bo Burnham makes fun of now. People who are obsessed with celebrity culture and being famous by any means necessary and just want to go viral for the sake of going viral with no real plan or idea of what they would ever do with that fame. One of the things that makes the show so fascinating is that Zach hires a film crew. He spends all of his savings. He decides he's not going to go to college, hires a film crew to record his life like a reality show. During this show within a show, he is scripting and creating this life that in no way reflects the actual life he's living and is so desperately trying to become famous. And what's interesting about this show is that the actual Bo Burnham didn't have to do any of this stuff. He actually, a lot of the times, thinks of himself as like accidentally becoming incredibly popular and not really being sure why.
I've been around too long. I realize that. Like, I've been around too long for half of my life now in some way. And I realize that, like, I would understand anyone at any point getting tired of me. So I feel like I've really decided I only want to engage with the world when I have something to really put out there.
And Bo was one of the OG YouTubers. Like, he was on YouTube back in the My Trip to the Zoo, like the original, like back when the original guys owned YouTube before they sold it to Google. That's how far back Bo Burnham goes. Don't get me wrong. All the stuff that Bo uploaded back in the day was fantastic. All those original songs, perfection. But he just sort of became famous. The point was never to become a celebrity. And Bo even says himself a lot of the times, he doesn't want to be like a big time celebrity. He just kind of became really popular because people liked the stuff he was making. In Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous, Zach is forcing everything. He's forcing every aspect of his life, trying so hard to become a celebrity. Every episode follows the same formula of Zach has a new idea to become a celebrity. It doesn't work, and then he tries it again in the next episode. Now, there are several thoughts that went through my head while I was watching this show. The first of them being, Bo Burnham's a great actor. I really wish that he wanted to do more stuff in front of the camera because he's really good at it. He's a really convincing actor. If you saw Inside, you know how convincing of an actor Bo Burnham is because 95% of that special, he's acting. And in this show, he's acting even more, and it's so good. It's like, I hate to use this analogy, but this almost feels like if Michael Jordan decided when he decided he didn't want to play basketball anymore, like went to play baseball and realized he wasn't good at it. Only did, like, Bo Burnham's good at everything. It's like 8th grade was phenomenal. I mean, every comedy special he makes is great. Zach Stone was great. But Zach Stone exists in this universe of Bo Burnham would hate this guy. Which makes it even funnier that he's the one playing Zach Stone. Everything Zach does, Bo would do the opposite. He wouldn't even try to become a celebrity. At the core of the show, Bo creates a character who really just wants people to like him. Because to him, being a celebrity means you matter, means that people care about you, means that people care about everything you do and what you say. And in his life, the way it's currently constructed, partially his fault because of the destructive nature of bringing a reality show into your life. And if anything, he really just pushes people away throughout the entire show until he's kind of left with nobody. And he's the last one to realize that. I don't want to give away too much about the way the show ends. It's done in a way where there could have been a second season, but I think going into this show, as I was watching it, I was like, wow, it's crazy that they didn't make more of this because it's so good and it's so well done. And honestly, in 2022, like present day, this show would probably be even more relevant than it was back in 2013. The show also ends in a way where it shouldn't get a second season. And a lot of that is because of the character traits that Zach demonstrates throughout the entire season. He's a very consistently written character, and a lot of the characters on the show are also consistently written in a way where you think this is probably how most people who have one of their kids just drags a camera crew into their house for the last, 3 weeks of the summer, this is probably how they would react. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are people in Zach's life who are excited to be on TV and think like, maybe this is my big break too. And then most of the people in Zach's immediate circle hate the effect that him desperately trying to become famous has had on them. The show is really almost a character study on the impact that this decision would have on someone and the type of person it would take to even want to do this in the first place. And that's where the show shines. It is fascinating to watch, and you really both love Zach Stone because he's so genuinely wants people to love him, and you also hate so many of the decisions and the attitude that he has throughout the entire series. I will say, if you love Bo Burnham as much as I do, and if you think everything he does is a masterpiece, like the way this video is probably gonna have masterpiece in the title in some way, then you have to check out this show. And you never know, maybe if enough people watch it, we'll get a season 2.
Did I pass all your tests? I'm a good man. Hope I did learn from the pitfalls and circumstance. Now I pass on my song to the bad.